right. Well, hello again, everybody. To fix this view just slightly. So thank you again for joining me for Stretching and Mobility Part 2. We're going to be up or kneeling or somewhat halfway down on the mat today. We're never going to come fully down. You can wear shoes or not, whatever you are most comfortable with. It's entirely up to you. So we'll start with some deep breathing. My feet are pretty close together at the big toe, but again, you can stand however you feel comfortable. And I'm going to take a nice deep breath in and reach up overhead. And exhale. Forward fold, come all the way down. And inhale, reach up overhead. And exhale, forward fold. Couple more. Inhale, reach up. Nice long stretch. Take a second here if you want to kind of lean to one side or maybe the other. A little bit of both. Really reach up to the ceiling. And exhale, forward fold. And one more. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, forward fold. And come back up. I'm going to open my feet out just slightly wider than hip width. And this one is called an A-frame. I'm going to start with my left elbow to my left knee. So lightness in my left knee. Reach the right hand up overhead and bring the left elbow down to the inside of the left knee. A little bit of a spinal twist. Take a look up at your right hand. Have your gaze come up to the ceiling. That helps you to complete that twist. And as you stand up, reach up to the ceiling. And then we switch sides. So lightness to the right knee. Elbow down, gaze up to that left hand. And reach up as you come up. And again, we switch. So resting that knee, that elbow to the knee. Come back up. Switch again, right elbow to right knee. Gaze up at your left hand. Press back up. And we have one more each side. And press back up. Last one, right elbow to right knee. And reach up. And then we'll go through some different variations of a windmill. So I'm going to inhale, reach my hands up to shoulder height. And on my exhale, I'm going to reach down and across to opposite foot. Inhale up. Exhale, reach opposite and across. So you're hinging at the hip here, flat back, and trying to keep your knees straight so that you can get a good stretch through your hamstrings and through the inside of your thighs. One more each side. And come on down. I'm going to turn my right toes out to the right. My left toes are still facing forward. Deep breath in again. Reach hands up to shoulder height. And exhale the right hand down to the inside of the right foot. Or as far down as you can get. Straight both legs if you can. Come back up. And again. Try to turn your palm forward as you're reaching down. Come back up. And last one. And come back up. And now I'm going to twist through the torso to face out to the right. So facing in the direction that my right toes are pointing. My left foot is going to shift just slightly. So it's at about 45-degree angle. Bend the right knee and reach your hands up overhead. And you might find that you have to kind of step your right foot forward. Reach your hands up, sink into that right knee, but also shift back just a little bit into the outside edge of that left foot. Right hand comes forward, left hand back out behind you. Gaze over your right middle finger, and again, sink a little deeper into that right knee. I'm going to turn my right palm up and reach up to the sky. Follow it with my gaze. And bring the right hand back down. Both hands back up and sink a little deeper. Again, torso is upright, so you're sitting into that front knee and the back foot. And come on up. And we'll switch and do that on the other side. So my right toes are facing forward now. Left toes turned out to the left side. Deep breath in, hands up to shoulder height. And exhale, left hand down to the inside of that left foot. And inhale back up. Exhale back down. Inhale up. Exhale back down. Inhale up, and we have one more. And exhale down. Good, and come back up. And I'm going to turn out to the left. Shifting that right foot just slightly so it's about 45 degrees out now. And reach both hands forward. Sink into that front knee, but also keep your torso upright. Hands up overhead. Deep breath in, and on your exhale, you might sink a little deeper, but keep that torso upright. Left hand out in front, right hand back behind. My gaze is over my left middle finger. A little bit more of a forward reach. Left palm up to the sky. And follow it with your gaze as you reach up. Bring that left hand back down in front of you. Both hands back out in front. Sink again into that front knee. And then come up. Coming back to feet about hip width apart. Step your left foot forward. Hinging at the hip. Flat back. I want you to hinge forward and reach down towards the floor. Try not to round your back or bend your knees. And come back up. And again, hinge at the hip and reach fingertips down. Both of my feet are facing straight forward. Come back up. One more. come back up. Feet back to hip width, and we switch sides. Step forward with the right foot. Again, my feet are facing forward. I'm going to work to keep my knees straight, hinge at the hip, and fingertips down to the floor. Inhale up, and exhale, hinge forward. Inhale up, and one more. And come on up. Feet back, just slightly narrower than hip width apart. And I'm going to bring my hands together at my chest, elbows up, and take a seat. So think about sitting back into a chair, keeping your torso upright. Come on back up. On this next one, you're going to bring right elbow to the outside of your left knee. So as you sit down, twist. Keep pressing your palms together so your left elbow is up to the sky. Come back up. I'll turn just a little bit, swim this way so you can maybe get a better view of the twist. And again, down. So take a seat, elbow up, keep pressing through your palms. Back up. And one more. And come back up. And we switch sides. You don't necessarily have to turn, I'm just turning so the camera gets a better view of what I'm doing. So again, pressing palms together, elbows up. As I sit, I'm going to twist left elbow to the outside of the right knee. Good. Keep pressing through your palms so you get that elbow up. Come back up. Pushing into your palms. And again, back down. Back up. Last one, deep breath in at the top and exhale. Twist. Good, come on up. And we're going to come down onto the mat. Start on your knees. Step forward with your left foot. And we're going for a hip flexor stretch. So the front of your right hip. So I want you to shift your pelvis forward. You should feel a nice stretch right in the front of the right side of your pelvis. You can try reaching your right arm up overhead if that increases the stretch, if that feels good. And maybe even a little twist out to the left. Keep pushing that pelvis forward though. Good, come back down. And we're going to reach both hands down to the inside of that left foot. Turning your right toes under. Straighten that right knee out. Press your hips back. Keep walking your hands back and keep pressing your hips back. So you're going to come up onto your left heel. Straight legs. Walk your hands back and come back down onto your right knee. Left hand stays down on the mat next to your left foot. And open up that right side. Gaze goes up to your right hand to help you complete that twist. Right hand back down to the mat. And again, press your hips up and back. Straighten both legs if you can. Walk your fingertips back. Come up on your left heel. And walk your hands forward, back down onto your knees, your right knee. And one more, open up to the right. And back down. And we'll switch sides. Stepping forward with the right foot. And again, going for hip flexor stretch on the left side. So forward tilt to that pelvis. Push it forward. Going for that stretch in the front on the left side. Maybe left hand up overhead. Maybe a little twist out to the right if that increases the stretch. If this puts any strain in your low back, bring the hand down. Keep pushing the pelvis forward though. Squeeze your glutes. See if that increases that hip flexor stretch. And release from that. Both hands down to the inside of your right foot. Left toes turn under. Press your left knee up off the mat. And walk back. Come up onto your right heel. Walk your fingertips back down, your left knee back down, right hand next to your right foot, and open out to the left. Both hands back down. Raise that left knee up off the mat. Walk your hands back and away. Come up on that right heel. Come back down onto your left knee. And again, open out to the left. And we do one more. Press your hips back up onto your right heel. Really pushing your hips back. Come back down onto that left knee and open out. And come back down. Coming onto all fours. We'll go into some bird dogs. So you want to work to make sure that your low back is flat. You don't want your spine to sag or to arch up, but a nice flat spine, nice neutral spine. Reach out opposite arm and leg, pushing away with your heel, reaching forward with your fingertips, back to center, and switch sides. Again, push away with your heel. Close your hip to the floor. It shouldn't be open out to the side. Back to center, and switch. Flex at the ankle. Your toes should be pointed back up towards your nose while your heel pushes away. Back to center. And again, reach. Back to center. One more each. Last one. All right, and I'm going to turn my toes under, starting from this quadruped position, toes turned under, and press your hips back into a pike. Drop your right knee down, push your left heel towards the floor, and switch. Left knee down, right heel at the floor, and switch. Again, switch. One more each side. Right knee down, and left knee down. Back up through the center. And come back down into that quadruped. If you want to drop it forward, reach your fingertips forward into a child's pose and just recover for a moment. And we'll come back up into that quadruped. And from here, we're going to go into a bear. So you're going to press from your toes and your hands to press your knees just slightly up off the mat. And we hold here for just a second. And then press your hips back. And then drop back down into that bear. Nice flat spine here, belly button pulled up towards the ceiling, and press up again into that pike. 2 more of these. Drop it down into the bear. Push up into the pike. Last one, drop it down into the bear. Nice and strong here. And press up into that pike. And come back down onto all fours and maybe sink it back into a child's pose. Come back up onto all fours. Reach your left hand under and through. Back to all fours. Reach your right hand under and through. Back to all fours one more time. Reach the left hand under and through. Back to center and right hand under and through. Back to center. Arch your back up. Pull your belly button up to the sky. Let your head hang heavy between your upper arms. And then let your lower back, your spine sag, but your belly button is still pulled in. Chin up, chest forward. And again, arch your back up. And come back down, chin up, chest forward. Pull that belly button in. And come back to center. And that's it. I'm going to stop the videos.